the DMA report in Omniture. It's available under Visitor Profile, Geosegmentation, US DMA. You can see the number that's reported as visitors. This is a daily unique visitor number. If you're looking at any time frame other than 1 day, you have to divide by the number of days. So let's look at just a particular day to see what this actual number is. So here we can see 28,000, representing that 1 day number. We can trend this report as well. Any trend report takes the top 5 values and trends them over the time frame given. So this is just 1 day. Let's switch back to looking at a longer time frame. We can actually go back across the entire year. And I believe the default is by day. You're going to notice a strange looking chart here because the metric here is the chart metric is percentages as opposed to numbers. So let's go over to graph and switch that to numbers. This will make more sense. The percentage shows, again, the percentage of audience. So if you suddenly had a national interest story, your percentage would drop. It isn't that your local audience dropped. It's just that in relation to the rest of the site, the rest of the world, the audience dropped. So let's look at just a month. A little less noise in that report that way. And there you can see the Wichita DMA for this market is showing strong. The valleys tend to be weekends. Again, these are daily numbers, so we're looking at them daily. It's a perfectly acceptable, valid number. You can also correlate from the DMA to other reports. So to do that, we're going to go back to the ranked version of the report, not the trended. I'm going to hide the chart just so we see all the values. Now the one we care most about in this case will be Wichita. So if I click on the icon, I can break it down by a number of things, the most obvious being site content and sections channels. Which channels are the most popular among the Wichita DMA users? Here we see the front section is the most popular. Let's get that chart out of the way again. And see the correlation summary showing this is the DMA for Wichita. What is the most popular among just these people? And the metric here is now page views. It's no longer unique visitors per day. It's page views. The result of any correlation is going to be the original report you were looking at. So this breaks down all the sections in the site by that DMA. There's an unspecified that'll show up, but that's not to be concerned. Now you can correlate other reports into DMA as well. The main ones you can do that with, well, the only ones actually, are the servers, sections, and pages. So the most common one people want is the sections or channels report. From that report, once again, we go to the icon at the left, and we can correlate now to visitor profile, geosegmentation, and DMA. Now, what we're looking at is for the section, photo galleries. What was the breakdown of audience looking at those? Again, the metric here is page views. We can further break this down by particular pages, page names in this case. And we're seeing, okay, what the Wichita audience was looking at in the photo galleries. The correlation shows that we started with the photo galleries, we focused on the DMA of Wichita, and the most popular among that group for the month of January, the reporting period, is this particular gallery here. And we could correlate further, but not really much point in going deeper than that. What we can also do is actually see what this looks like by opening it in a new URL. And we can also look at the paths or behavior of people on this particular page. So one folks like to look at a lot is time spent. How much time was spent in this gallery? Now you notice as this report comes up that the correlations are gone. There's no summary of correlations here. We're simply looking at the time spent for that section, independent of the local audience. Sorry, that's just what's available to us. And these are the intervals of the amount of people who spent certain amounts of time in that particular section.